What's up, everyone, and welcome to the A-List podcast. Woo. To my right, your left, is the hottest boy in the boy band, Alex.
High praise. And to my left, your right, is international superstar Allison Florea.
Wow.
Full name.
International superstar.
Here we are. We're back again. Back to me. Right?
The first ep.
It's the first episode of a new era.
Wow. We are, the word era has been used.
Listen. Yeah.
It's too much.
It was intentional.
Okay. You're a Swiftie. You have a hair right here. I'll get that for you.
Oh, thank you. I am a Swiftie.
You're a Swiftie, and that's fine, but like we have to find a new word. Once the Super Bowl is over or something, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
We have got to find a new word.
Okay.
I'm not a hater. Like I'm actually like, I wouldn't call myself a Swiftie, but I'm coming in hot with the Swiftie thing. I'm a fan.
First episode, first 3 minutes.
I'm a fan, but like the word era is in every nook and cranny of the world, and it's a lot.
Well, more on Taylor later. So, welcome. I guess this has been like a long time coming. If you're here because you've seen some of our viral clips on TikTok,
millions,
billions of views. Welcome. So a little bit, I guess, about that to touch on. We used to be roommates. We were roommates for a year. Well, more than a year, like a year and a half, if you count the first place. Mm-hmm. And
we had a big fight.
We had a huge falling out.
We didn't.
And I was going to keep going with
it. Sorry. I didn't want them to think that.
No, I understand. No, but we were like, we always had hilarious things to say to each other. So Allison always wanted to bring podcast background. So my hands were in a lot of different projects at the time. Yeah. And I could not commit to the time at that time to do a podcast. But what we did do was what you saw, which is we just put the mics on and recorded without an agenda, played some games, and then made them into clips.
It was like what we would be doing anyway, talking to each other. Yeah. Just at home in the evening or like playing a game, but we just recorded it. Yeah. And the idea was to always turn it into like an actual podcast, but we just didn't have, we didn't have the band. You didn't have the bandwidth really. And actually for a while I was contemplating how I was going to bring up to you that I wanted to bring the podcast
for a while.
back.
Like, what do you mean?
For months. I've been thinking like I want
up to this point. So recent though, because you let it go for a bit.
I did. Probably, I would say like 3 to 4 months.
So Q4 of last year.
Yeah, in my mind, I was like, I really want to do the podcast again. Mm-hmm. But then your dog had some issues. We love Stanley so much. If you like know us at all, like you know who Stanley is. And
can't talk about
he had some medical issues. And so then I was like, well, obviously we can't do it now. And I wasn't upset about that, but I didn't know how to bring it to your like attention. And then a few weeks ago, I was like, finally had the courage. And I was like, hey, Alex, what do you think about this? And you were like, actually, I've been thinking about it too.
Yeah, it was kismet because I was like, I had been considering how we would do that, starting one back up. And the whole idea hadn't formed completely. So I wasn't going to bring it to you yet. But then she beat me to the punch and the timing's way better now. Yeah. It's really working out. And although Stanley is still having issues, I'm in a better space, which we'll get into. And things have settled with you because you also had a lot going on with your pup last year. Yeah. And that was sad. And then we were on tour for a lot of last year. And I mean, that could still happen this year. But
we have a plan. Yeah, we have a plan, and we're in just a better headspace to tackle it.
Yes. So also, I guess that's a good way to transition. If you're here because you're a follower of Allison's and the Fitness Marshal, welcome.
Hi.
You already know how amazing she is, so
oh my God, wow. Thanks.
I'm hoping that you getting to know me, you have the same feelings. So.
Yeah, if you don't know us at all, then you'll see. But if you are coming over here from the Fitness Marshal, you, Alex, have been a big part of my life since I moved to LA, and he's in vlogs and all of that.
I'm around.
So, yeah.
And then if you're here from my side of things, welcome. Queen Herby fans, if you're tuning in, I've coined the phrase herbivores.
Oh my God, funny. I've never heard that.
I've never said it publicly.
Oh, you just said it in your mind.
I'm saying it now because she never gave a name to her fans, but I was like, it's Herbivores because also it also directly tags to my favorite of her songs, Mission. Mm-hmm. Meditate on edibles and try to eat your vegetables. Yeah. Herbivores.
A good
So welcome if you're a herbivore.
Yeah. Or if you were a big fan.
Stop. Wait, I'm not there yet.
We're not there. Okay.
And stick around because we're going to be in later episodes getting into kind of that world that I lived in for 6 years.
Yeah. So I feel like that's a good transition just to talk about what you can expect from this podcast. This is a pop culture gosh, I can't speak. Podcast.
Yes.
That is going to focus on the entertainment industry, but more specifically music and dance and production and pop culture, but
also like Hollywood life.
Yeah.
We live in Hollywood and work in Hollywood.
Yeah. And it's something that we're both interested in, and you have a lot of stories. You've lived here for like almost 13 years.
No, it'll be 14 years this September. Yeah.
Whew. And yeah. I mean, I've only been here since 2021. So
feels like forever though, right?
It really does.
I feel like
I can't imagine 14 years.
So this is an annoying sidebar, sorry, but when I was coming to your place yesterday, when I was on the way there, I was like trying to calculate when we met, and I was like, we've been saying 3 years, but it's not 3 years yet. It will be 3 years in July.
Okay. Oh.
But it feels like so much longer.
Because I moved here in February of 2021.
I met you in July of 2021 at a birthday party.
So 2021 to 2022, 22 to 2023, 23 to 24. Interesting.
So this July. But it does feel like a long time. And as I was parking my car, I was like, well, I think it's just because we come from the same place.
Yeah.
So there's just that familiarity.
We've talked about at length before that we have had to have crossed paths in some way serendipitously.
Well, yeah, because we have mutuals.
Yeah, we know mutual people that like are people that are pretty close to us.
Yeah.
One of his best friends I danced with in college. And then another person that was like in his sphere is a good friend of mine. And you were definitely like visiting her at Ball State.
It's crazy. It's like how we had to have unknowingly at least maybe like, hey, this is Allison. Hey, this is Alex at a party or something.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't go to too many parties.
Well, neither did I, but.
Yeah. More my senior year, which is when I was around that person.
You know what I've not done? I haven't just like talked to Heather to try to figure this out because she would probably know.
Yeah.
Because I would have only gone to things with her.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, we're Indiana kids over here.
Yeah, we're similar people. Our birthdays are near each other. We are like emotionally very similar, and so I have been so lucky to have found a friend in LA so quickly that like really we just vibe. Yeah. So that was another reason to start the podcast. But to circle back, what you can expect is that type of thing. We're going to be talking about currently what's going on in like the pop culture music industry, but then also like some of our favorite nostalgic things that are in that world.
You know, I love it.
Alex is a musician, a songwriter, a singer, and he has lots of knowledge about that and also contacts in that world that hopefully at some point we'll get to maybe talk to.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the same for me. Like I don't know as many people as you do in this area, but like my knowledge in dance and stuff with the fitness marshal, I have some contacts that would be fun to talk to in, you know, the influencer world and social media world and YouTube. So we're going to chat about things that we love, things that are current, maybe things that are nostalgic, all of those things. And we hope that that's something that you enjoy hearing about.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. We do have a lot of relevant things to say and talk about, and also like getting a little glimpse into what it is to live life in Hollywood and work in the industry, essentially.
Yeah.
I think it'll be really fun.
I'm excited.
I am too.
So I feel like now maybe let's talk about what's been going on in our lives.
You can't read this, right?
No.
Okay, great. That was.
If you're here, we had a previous podcast called Camaraderie that you can go back and check out if you're interested. And then obviously those TikTok, clips that we were doing.
Viral clips.
But since then, it's been about, a year since we've done anything like that? So what's been going on in your past year?
Oh my God. So, my 2023 was a big year of me like ending a lot of chapters.
Yeah.
It was monumentally probably one of my most challenging years I've ever had.
Wow.
There was a lot of loss last year. It was like, I, buttoned up relationships that needed to be ended. I got myself out of at least 3 pretty monumentally toxic situations that were affecting me more than I even knew. Mm-hmm. I moved into my own apartment and have living alone for the first time ever in my whole life. Like I lived alone for 6 months in LA before I moved in with my friend. And it has been such an adjustment. Like we lost Macy, which was like really awful. And
it was a bad year for dogs.
It was a bad year for animals, like pets. My dear friend Emily lost her cat last year. Like my cousin lost her dog. It was a lot. And when you are in your early 30s and have no children or spouse, and your animal is your child. So it's like, it was just, we miss Macy Girl so much. And now we're dealing with Stanley Boy. That was a whole thing. The end of last year, Stanley suffered a back injury. I learned that he has a disc disease, and it took, thankfully he didn't have to have surgery. They didn't want to, because he was so young, like he's still so young.
Yeah.
He just turned 6 the day after Thanksgiving, and...
But pause. What? You did the same thing that I did with Macy.
Yes.
Where I thought that she was 12 for a whole year. And then I went back and I saw that I actually had gotten her a year later than I thought. Yeah. So then she turned 12 again, and you did the same thing.
I did the same thing. I was literally like the exact same thing. I told everyone all year, Stanley's 6, he's turning 7. No. He turned 6. So they didn't want to do surgery.
Yeah.
They gave me a cocktail of medications, and thousands of dollars later, and about a month of keeping him sedated, essentially.
Yeah.
He came back to his old self.
To clarify, he's not on his deathbed.
No, he's not. It is like something they can treat. It's just, he's in a lot of pain. And then eventually it will require a procedure. And then he was great for like 3 weeks. And then this, like a little over, maybe 2 weeks ago, by the time this comes out, he just stopped walking in the middle of the day, and I could not figure out what's going on. Turns out something's going on with his tail. I think that he maybe like jumped off the bed and landed on his tail or something.
Yeah, he's got a little creak in it.
Yeah, I'm living like fucking Charlie in the Chocolate Factory over here because I moved my mattress into my living room so my dog didn't have to worry about jumping up on anything. And while we cure this or heal him from this.
It's pretty cozy though.
It's a great anxiety fort, but it's dangerous. Like I will live
You
like
literally
this.
just fell.
Yeah. So I'm going to put out there that Stanley's going to get better very soon. So anyway, sorry, to wrap it up. I switched careers kind of in the middle of last year. I wouldn't say careers, I guess. I just like left careers and began new ventures, and then ended relationships. And then in the first of the year, I kind of was like, okay, fresh start. Here we go. On to the new things. And this was one of the things that I wanted to get going again. So
same, yeah.
I'm sure there's more that will come up, but that's the gist of what I've been up to over the last year. How about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I had a lot of low months with dealing with Macy. That was probably like May through August, early September. So that was a hard chunk of the year. But in the middle of that, like we did go on tour. It was dealing with that during tour was kind of hard because it was like coordinating.
Oh God, yeah.
People to watch her and give her injections. She was diagnosed with diabetes, and I had to start giving her like physical injections. Insulin, yeah. And I cried every day doing it, and it was so upsetting. But yeah, in the middle we were on tour, so I had to like coordinate getting people to watch her and people that were able to give her injections, which was hard, and a lot of money. And so that was a big chunk of the year.
Yeah.
But tour was amazing, and we were able to, see and meet so many people that we haven't been able to do since prior to 2020.
Yeah, pre-2020.
I think our last tour was in 2019. So that was really fun to be able to do, and I was really grateful for that. And we got to go to some cool places. So I feel like most of the year was like getting ready for tour.
Was Dubai No, that was the year before, right?
Dubai was the year before, yeah.
February, right?
January, I think.
January.
Yeah. Because it was like we went to Dubai in January.
No, because
we went to
something.
Paris, like friend group,
March.
in March.
No, but remember there was an act. It was January because you couldn't work on the movie. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So yeah.
A lot of prior to that was just preparing for the tour, and then we had a kind of a chill.
And you moved because we moved out.
Yeah, I have lived alone before, but I got accustomed to living with someone again, and I love having a roommate Maybe if I was like dating someone, that'd be the same thing. Yeah. But like for me, I had lived alone for a while after I like left college. I lived with a friend for a while, and then I moved back home for a very short period of time, and then I moved to Indianapolis where I lived alone. And so that was
for was that like a couple years?
It was probably like 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 2017 to 2020. I think it was like 4 years. That's 3.
Yeah.
Great. 3 years. And then when I moved out here, I immediately moved in with Caleb and Cameron, and then you. But like I'm just like an extrovert that wants to hang with her friends.
I'm a community guy too, and you know this, but I needed to do this. I needed to do this so bad. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's still like, this has been great, but where's the commune? Where's the cult?
Yeah, it's just like, I'm bored.
Yeah, totally.
And
I don't cook, so someone needs to cook for me.
So I just invite myself over here a lot.
Well, it's convenient because you get your nails done here.
I do get my nails done here.
And do some grocery shopping.
So yeah, I like also had a relationship last year that most people don't know about.
Yeah.
I keep that private a lot, but that is no longer. So I'm just out here, you know, single and
truly ready to mingle.
I don't know. I'm scared. We'll talk about that another time.
She's ready.
So yeah, that's kind of what was
okay. I have to read you this email that I got.
Okay.
I'm jumping into this.
Okay.
No, so it's funny because you know how like you'll get spam emails from, do you have your email linked on Instagram?
Yeah, I have like a business email.
Right. So like, do you ever get spammy emails from like companies that
every minute?
Okay. Yeah. So I get them. Yeah. We get them weekly. Right. So this one came through and I just saved it. It came through yesterday morning and I was like, oh, I have to read this to her. From Marilyn Webb. Hey, Marilyn.
Okay.
Hey, what would Alexander do? Your Instagram bio is short and sweet, but it's clear that you have a lot to offer. Your focus on nanotechnology is fascinating, and I'm impressed by the dedication to the field. Keep up the great work and keep us updated on your latest research. That being said, then she gives the pitch. I was like, you couldn't even take a second to look at the body of the email to see that you messaged me and called me a nanotechnology.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
I'm not. First of all, thanks. I'm flattered, but
like
I do.
Watch batteries?
Nanotechnology?
I don't know what nanotechnology is. I'll look it up.
Look it up. It's like science.
Do you want me to tell you what nanotechnology is?
Let me tell you what nanotechnology is. Nanotechnology is the technology that uses nanobytes to they form like new structures or new like they can build. I don't know. They're building blocks.
Yeah.
Cut this out.
Yeah, no. Nanotechnology is this is a pop culture podcast, by the way.
This is what I'm saying. And they were like, you're a great nanotechnology expert.
Nanotechnology is the manipulation of matter on a near atomic scale to produce new structures, materials, and devices. So yeah, you were right.
Okay.
It's like the hydrogen bomb.
It was a roundabout way to get there, but we're there.
Did anyone see Oppenheimer? Just kidding. I don't know.
This is an entertainment podcast.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was just something I had. Was like, I have to tell her.
Okay. Well, let's talk about current events because a lot is happening this week.
Like my birthday.
Your birthday's next week.
This comes out the week of my birthday.
Fair. True.
So,
well, everyone go tell him happy birthday on February 11th.
Took you a little minute there.
I actually did have to like double check. Okay. So
February 11th is also the day that Taylor Swift's attending a football game. So I understand if you're going to be preoccupied.
We're not ready for Taylor yet. Actually, one thing I wanted to say before we get into current events is that if you're here from the Fitness Marshal, this pertains to you. Oh. If not, it's anyone. But so we just recently released a dance to the song Applause by Lady Gaga. Stanley?
Allison, his stomach
no
wasn't
dead
moving.
Ass. No dead ass. I know. My eyes are watering.
I can't handle you.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, my eyes are watering.
What just happened if you're not watching and you're listening? So because I'm a helicopter parent and I'm afraid Stanley's going to die at any moment and I can't leave his side, I'm always keeping an eye on him. And normally he annoys the shit out of us when we're doing this. And I looked over and he was dead asleep. Dead.
No, for real. He wasn't moving.
I was staring at his stomach and it wasn't moving. I was like, sure, it'll move in a second. And Allison keeps talking and it's like.
And then I noticed.
Then you noticed. And so she said his name. He reacted.
He's alive, well, but like actually, I think we both thought he was dead for a second, and that would have been actually not okay.
I had a heart palpitation,
and this wouldn't have gone on.
No, it wouldn't have.
Okay, sorry, okay. My eyes were watering from that.
Do you need a tissue? Nope.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, so the Fitness Marshal, we recently released a dance to the song "Applause" by Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
And we've been doing this joke where in the middle of the song, when the second verse, when she says.
1 second, I'm a
Kunz is, and suddenly the Kunz is me. And we have made a joke because we're like, what is that? Like, what does that mean? What is this song even about? She's not saying anything that makes sense. And so I was like, I thought I was being so funny. And I was telling Alex about this. And I was like, yeah, what does that mean? And you just fully schooled me.
I was like, yeah, he's an artist.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So who is it?
He's an artist. Then she got a lot of her inspiration for the art pop album from that art.
Yeah. He's a visual artist, like what medium?
I want to say he does sculpture work.
Okay.
And that's.
Is he like an Andy Warhol type? Like, is that the era?
No, he's alive. Is that what you mean?
No, I just mean like that style of art.
How do you spell it?
I don't know. I just keep spelling it Koonz, but I don't know if that's right. And suddenly it comes to me. I probably can't sing that.
No, you can't. No.
That was so short. It's fine.
Let's see. Koons. Jeff Koons. Yeah, sculpture work.
Oh, he makes those balloon dogs that are everywhere.
Correct.
Okay, cute.
Anyway.
Well, I just wanted to really wrap that up and let the people know that Koons is real. And he's a person, and he deserves.
He's alive and well.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, the week after this comes
out on Monday the 4th. Oh,
this does come out on. No, this comes out on Monday the 5th. But guess what happens? What happened yesterday? Right. Full disclosure: this is coming out. We're recording this a few days before we're releasing it. Obviously,
that turnaround would be crazy.
That would be crazy. And I do follow a podcast that does that, but I can't.
Whoa.
I know. So yesterday was the Grammys.
Yes, it was.
Did you know that?
I did know that.
Great. So I thought we could talk about what? You meant like yesterday, like
No, I thought you were doing a bit. I thought you were saying the Super Bowl and Taylor Swift was at the Super Bowl, and I was like,
we're also going to talk about the Super Bowl.
I thought it was a bit.
But right now, we're talking about the actual Grammys.
So no, to answer your question, I did not know that the Grammys were yesterday.
Yeah, the Grammys are Sunday the 4th.
You can find me at the Grammys on the 4th, but wow, I'm so sorry. I'm with you now.
Yeah. Okay, so the Grammys were yesterday.
Yeah.
And I thought that we could talk about like what happened, who's nominated and everything. But first of all, I just wanted to recap last year's winners because I just think it's interesting to see like where they've come in the last year.
Yes.
Are they still up? Are we down on them? Mm-hmm. So best song was Lizzo, About Damn Time, which was a huge song last year. Yeah. And I loved it. Lizzo fell out of the grace of the people a little bit.
For a little bit.
After this. But I think she's back to my knowledge. Yeah. I don't really know.
I think so.
Best album was Harry Styles, Harry's House.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it was huge.
It was huge.
Are you a Harry guy? Not yourself, but
I can't grow facial hair really.
Funny. Do you like Harry Styles?
Yes.
You're lying.
No, I don't have literally. He's like, I love that he exists and he's in our ether and relevant, and I love his music. But like, I probably wouldn't attend a concert.
You get a free ticket, you're not going?
Oh, yeah. Free ticket,
Free ticket, yes. You're not spending money. Or what's the limit of what you'd spend? Because you came to a BTS concert without knowing anything about them. For me, like 1 month after we met.
You gave a great PowerPoint presentation.
Dead ass, you guys. I showed up to him and a few other friends, and I gave a PowerPoint presentation. I'm not kidding. I still have it, but I don't think I can show it. It really was just like, who are these people, their names, and why I think that you would like them. And I showed some of my favorite music videos. And then I was like, and by the way, will you go to the concert with me in December?
Yeah.
And you went. You didn't know much.
No, but I was able to choose my bias, and
then that is?
Jimin. Good luck in the war.
I don't think they're at war right now.
Good luck in the army.
Yeah, they're just in the military.
And it was a fun time. We were in the very absolute last seat you could be in at the Forum.
No, it was at the SoFi.
Oh, SoFi.
Yeah.
So, really high up, really scary.
We were in the last row. That was crazy. And it was my only option for purchasing.
But we did get to see the cool, light show from the army bombs.
Yeah, it was cool. My thoughts on Harry Styles is that he's so cute and I love him. I think that I don't know much about his deep cuts.
Okay.
I'm more of a
Same.
I know the singles.
Yeah.
But I think that he's great. I wasn't a 1D girl. So my knowledge is limited, but I enjoy him, and that's really all.
Okay.
Another notable thing was Beyonce breaking the record for most wins. She has 32 as of last year.
That's impressive.
It is impressive because we're only on the 30. Oh no, we're on the 66th this year Grammy Awards. I thought it said 35th. I was like, wow, she's won every year, eh? So if we go to 2024,
okay,
just of who's performing, what the vibe is. Trevor Noah is also hosting, so he's funny.
How do you think he did
yesterday?
Yeah. How did you think?
Okay, so I think that he was funny.
Yeah,
he had some good jokes. I think some of the jokes fell flat.
He came in his right when he started talking, I was like, I'm in this. Lost me for a second, got me back.
And that's honestly what a good comedian can do.
That's true.
They can bring it back.
They can bring it back. Anyway.
Yeah, I like Trevor Noah. I think he's funny. So performing, we have Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Billies.
Together?
No. Oh. I don't know. Maybe. This is obviously in alphabetical order.
I used to want to, never mind, continue.
Okay. So yeah, Billie Eilish, Billy Joel, Burna Boy, don't know him. Mm-hmm. Dua Lipa.
Love.
Joni Mitchell, that's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the person who sings the song that was... Not to sound really bad, stupid.
No, go ahead.
They're running up the hill?
No.
Look, I didn't say I knew everything about pop culture.
That's true. It's okay.
I don't claim to do that. Luke Combs.
Country.
Yeah. Olivia Rodrigo.
I don't know her.
Yes, you do.
I do.
Whatever. I'm going to turn you around. SZA. Travis Scott, which is interesting. I didn't know that he was allowed to perform.
We'll see.
And then U2. U2 just keeps showing up year after year.
Yeah, I feel like they're always at every Grammy Awards performing.
Which, so in my new car, I have, what is it? It's not Apple CarPlay. It's just whatever the Tesla system is. And it automatically connects to my phone and immediately
plays U2.
U2.
Why do you still have that?
That's
don't know.
The
free album that everyone was
It's the one that they put.
Get.
What year was that?
2008? 9?
It had to be after the iPhones were out, so probably later, 2011 maybe.
Yeah, 11 or 12.
I don't know, but every day it's them. So then, record of the year.
Okay.
Can you tell me what the difference between record of the year and song of the year is? Or album? What is the difference as an artist? Because literally,
the album of the year is a full album.
Context clues can give me that.
Record of the year deals with a specific recording of a song and recognizes the artists, producers, and engineers who contributed.
Okay.
Whereas song of the year deals with the composition of a song and recognizes the songwriters who wrote it.
Yeah.
So one is the production and one is the writing. Well,
I won't read all the nominations because that will get long. But the top ones are Record of the Year. The nominees are John Batiste for Worship, Boy Genius, Not Strong Enough, Flowers, Miley Cyrus.
Ooh.
What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish, On My Mama, Victoria Monet, Vampire, Olivia Rodrigo, Antihero, Taylor Swift, and Kill Bill, SZA. What is your prediction of what happened yesterday?
So it was crazy yesterday. I really thought it was going to go to T Swift, but I was shocked and excited to see it go to SZA.
I honestly think it could be SZA. I think it's going to be Billie. And I know.
No. She'll win the Oscar, and that's great for her.
I think she's got it.
Well, we'll see.
Album of the year, we have, again, Jon Batiste, Boy Genius, Miley Cyrus, Lana Del Rey, Janelle Monáe, Olivia Rodrigo, Taylor Swift, and SZA. This is where I think it's Taylor.
Really?
You don't?
For Midnights, right?
It's Midnights, yeah. Only because...
Couldn't you... I don't know. I can kind of see someone like Lana coming out with it.
I just feel like I don't hear a lot of, hoopla for Lana. I know that she has dedicated fans and she has iconic songs.
Yeah.
But I just don't hear people talking about her in excess. But she is headlining Coachella. So in this list of Song of the Year, all the writers are listed. So we have also Jack Antonoff on every song ever. No, I guess just 2. A&W on Lana Del Rey is Jack Antonoff, Lana Del Rey, and Sam Dew. I'm not going to read all because this is a full list of...
Did Billie write What Was I Made For? She sure did. Oh, and Phineas. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but Phineas isn't even listed.
Yeah, he is below.
Oh, got it. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Love that.
So... just Song of the Year. I won't list all the names because it's a lot. We have A&W, Lana Del Rey, Antihero, T Swift, Butterfly. That's Jon Batiste. Dance the Night is Dua Lipa. Flowers, Miley, obviously. Kill Bill is SZA. Vampire is Olivia Rodrigo. And then What Was I Made For? Billie Eilish. What's your prediction here?
I think Jack and Taylor took it.
But Antihero...
Yeah, I do.
I know it was a huge song, but it's just
Why are you arguing? Why are you arguing? They won. It was yesterday. Let it go.
No, for me, it's I guess it probably was the biggest song from the album.
Yes.
But I don't know. I think that Flowers has a huge chance. I think Kill Bill has a huge chance. I think What Was I Made For has a huge chance.
You think all of these nominees that are nominated have a huge chance?
I mean, obviously, yeah. But I can't. I think Jon Batiste is so cool, but I don't know. Dance the Night, great song, but to me, it's not the song of the year.
Maybe next week we'll recap since we'll know the actual answers.
Yeah, we'll give our thoughts on what actually happened. And I'm not going to read. There's so many things.
Last thing. Best New Artist. Who's nominated? Anyone we know? Oh, Gracie.
Gracie Abrams, Fred Again, which has really took the world by storm.
Yeah.
I don't know much about. That's not my style of music. Ice Spice, Jelly Roll, Coco Jones, Noah Kahan, Victoria Monet, and The War and Treaty.
I feel like
it'd be so Noah Kahan could get it.
I was gonna say it would be so dope if Jelly Roll got it.
It would be fun. Yeah, I think that to me, I think Noah Kahan has a big, and also maybe Ice Spice.
Hell yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, fun. Okay, well that's the Grammys that happened yesterday. And do you have anything you want to talk about? I have more, but I don't want to steamroll on the first episode, you know?
No, the only thing I wanted to talk about is I keep having this I have a lot of complicated feelings about Titanic right now. And I know. Listen. So
what does that mean?
We've kind of talked about it. So context. Let's give some context. So I have been obsessed with Titanic since I was a wee lad. Pre-movie, full fascination. I'm pretty sure I died on the Titanic in another life. Everyone knew I was obsessed with it. Board game, books, anything.
Yeah.
Movie comes out, sheltered, homeschooled Alex, not allowed to watch because boobies.
When did you first watch?
They let me watch the second cassette tape, if you know, you know. I want to say when I was 13. It's 5 years later.
Okay.
And
at least it wasn't 18.
No, true. They still could have been controlling it at that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so obsessed. Saw the movie, died. Couldn't believe it. I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted in a cinematic experience. And I have now lived in 2 places in LA where I have themed my bathroom after Titanic. Once with Allison, and then once previously, back in 2014. Anyway, I'm obsessed with it. I'm fascinated by it. Allison and I, Allison also is maybe not to that level, but fascinated.
No, I love it.
And last Christmas, we got each other the same gift, which was 2 tickets to VIP. Like there was like 3 different levels of tickets.
Highest.
We got like the highest.
Yeah.
We got each other tickets to the Titanic exhibit that's been in LA for a while. Mm-hmm. And first, we got to talk about it. We never actually got to talk about it, which is pretty crazy. But like, of course, the experience was really cool. Like it was like dope. But it was like, so I have been to the one at the Luxor in Vegas, which has like actual artifacts from the Titanic.
We didn't talk about this.
We'd walk around to a display to be like, this is the exact China replica that would be on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And then, or like they would have preset rooms that were like, you couldn't go in there, but like nothing in it was authentic. Real. It was all just staged.
There was a couple sprinkled items
like one thing was like
a
handle of a broken teacup. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then maybe some silverware.
Yeah. And I think like a hair brush or clip or something. Okay. But mostly I would say 97.9% was like movie props, which is still, that part is cool. But the other part was like, either a replica totally remade or something that was on the Olympia that they were showing would have been kind of what was on the Titanic.
So it was really funny.
They don't like advertise it that way. They're like, this is the Titanic exhibit. And you're going to see stuff that was on the Titanic.
Things were roped off as though they were like authentic pieces. Now, again, they were like sprinkled in. And there was actually a lot of fascinating things to read. And we were given a passport. And at the end, we could check to see if we lived or died. And I knew more about my guy than the guy that he was like, oh, okay, well, you know everything. And I knew that I was like, first class.
Yeah, I died.
We both died.
Oh, you died.
Yeah.
Because you probably were a nice man who let the women go in front of you.
But anyway, so we do this exhibit. We get through the whole thing. We buy merch.
Oh, for sure.
And so fast forward. Here's where the issue comes in. So I'm loving the Titanic. The exhibit, funny and cute. We got insert picture of me and Allison doing trademark, the authentic Titanic pose.
Yeah.
We
were first in line too.
Hell yeah, we were. Do you have that? Because I have the other one.
I think so. I don't know.
We can put a picture of it.
Yeah.
Anyway, great time. So I'm wearing the merch, and it's a crew neck that says RMS Titanic crew member. And I'm like, fine. And then like all of a sudden towards the end of last year, I started having these thoughts of like, is this okay? I was like
you're appropriating.
Well, no, I was like, okay, I'm sitting here in my like RMS Titanic crew, but like in 100 years from now, is it going to be acceptable if someone were to wear like a crew neck that was like World Trade Center crew? You know what I mean? Like we have made trendy merch out of a disaster.
Oh my God. You're so right. I also have that crew neck.
I know. And I have like a t-shirt that I've never worn. That's like it's like the diagram, like the blueprints of the Titanic.
Yeah.
And I was like, I want to cut the sleeves off and make it a crop. And it just
is it okay?
I don't know. Maybe so maybe here though. Maybe we need there's probably a better comparison because like the Titanic was not natural, but it was a disaster. 9/11 was a terrorist attack.
Right.
It would be like I know exactly. This is the perfect comparison. It'd be like wearing Northridge earthquake cleanup crew. No one would ever do that because that's like that was the earthquake of like 87 or 89.
I discerned
when the highway collapsed on itself, and we lost a lot of people in that. But that would be similar because that's like a disaster. But even then, the Titanic is an accident. You know what?
I think
I'm really discovering a lot as I'm talking about it out loud for the first time. But it's like that R.I.P. to the dudes that went in that sub last year and to see the Titanic, and people kind of made light of that. But still, you wouldn't wear like maybe people would actually.
Yeah, like an Ocean Gate
crew.
I'm sure you could Google
exists
right now. Okay, so here's my thing. Okay. I think the difference is that there was a movie made, and
I guess
the likability or like the interest in it went up because of that part of it. I don't think that anyone's going to look at you insensitively. Yeah.
It just feels strange. And I'll tell you when we're done recording, like what triggered it.
Okay.
But I just have not stopped.
I don't know. I guess we're going to have some people weigh in on it.
Yeah, weigh in because I have it nicely folded up in my closet, and I'm like, you may just be a souvenir. forever.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought of it, but
anyway, I did want to tell you that a little bit.
Okay. In this podcast, we're going to do something every episode that we're calling Pop Culture Time Machine.
Ooh.
And that's just where we're going to list off / have a convo about just like what happened in pop culture on the day that this is out.
Yeah.
So on February 5th, there's many birthdays. So if I miss anyone, so sorry. I just grabbed the people that we might have, something to say about.
Sure.
So birthdays, we have Darren Criss.
Of Glee fame?
Of Glee.
How old is he turning?
I don't know. Actually, I think I deleted the year he was born. I'm
going to guess he's turning 37.
He's that much older than us?
Yeah. Don't you think?
I would say around the time.
Okay.
I can look it up.
I am.
Okay, he's got it.
I'm there.
Somehow I deleted the year, so that was pretty silly of me.
Does he have one eye or one R? 87.
Okay.
So he's my sister's age, 3 years older than us.
Okay, great. You were right on the money.
I was.
Did you interact with Darren Criss in your time on Glee? Oops.
What?
I just said it.
Oh. No.
I divulged
not
before you divulged.
Not directly.
You didn't? So you don't know if he's nice or not?
Well, I mean, I was around in stuff. He seemed very lovely.
Great. He's so cute.
He is.
We also have someone from Guns N' Roses, Duff McKagan. So sorry if you're a Guns N' Roses fan. Don't know how to say that last name.
But you really wanted to say it.
I just thought we needed it was a rounding out the genres.
Anyone else
singers.
born on February 5th? Let us know.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Okay, a quick rundown of just pop culture happenings. We have the Dick Clark Show debuted.
You just made me watch that thing with him the other day.
Yeah, so cute.
Yeah.
The song Africa by Toto.
It's going to take a lot to drag me away from you.
Hit number 1.
Okay.
It's pretty sick. It was there for 13 days at number 1.
Okay.
Sick. This one really pertains to us. Disney California Adventure Park opened in 2001. And that seems like not that long ago, but it is.
No, it's 24 years ago. 23.
Yeah, to me, I'm still that kind of person that remembers, feels like the 80s was 20 years ago.
Right.
It's not.
No.
So it seems not that long ago, but yeah, 2001. And we go there often. We are annual pass holders.
Yeah, we are.
The show Queer Eye for the Straight Guy premiered in 2003. Did you watch that?
You already know the answer.
You did it.
Had the word queer in it. Are you kidding?
Yeah, so scary.
So scary.
Have you watched the new one? The new season?
Yeah, I was watching it last night.
Really?
Yeah.
That seemed like a lie.
No, that is 100% true. They're in New Orleans.
Okay, I haven't watched it yet. I'm excited. 2011, the song Rolling in the Deep reached number 1. 2011. What a time.
That is great.
That was just a few, what was going on
Love
February 5th or throughout history.
Thank you for those tidbits.
Yeah.
Honestly, not that thrilling of a day.
It was a lot. Historically, probably a lot happened. But
I can't wait. I know it's
pop
not,
culture,
Hey, wait. Since it is my birthday week, the next episode will come out a few days after my birthday. So can you do one for my birthday?
Yeah.
Instead of the day that the episode comes out?
Yeah.
Because that would be funny.
I'll do it.
Because I also already know I know some major names that are already going to be on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do. Well, don't say it now. You're gonna.
I'm not going to say it now, but
okay,
I'm lucky to share my birthday with some fine people.
Whoa, fine, visually.
Everything.
Work. Okay, I'm excited.
It's Aquarius.
And I just wanted to add this. February 5th is also National Shower with a Friend Day.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Because that's my dream.
You try it. Yeah.
All I want to do is shower with all my friends. Well, no.
No.
I just want to everyone already knows.
And it's the first episode. I don't want to really get into all of your quirks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm thrilled to know this is Shower with a Friend Day. I hope everyone has a friend they can shower with.
Love that. So the last subject we have is the Super Bowl. Taylor and Trav.
Oh, this is
all
so
of the
exciting.
things that go with it.
Now, sadly, we will not be watching because
I thought you said we could.
I was going to try to time our break to watch the halftime show.
Oh, okay. So we're
working on a production.
Yeah.
The weekend of the Super Bowl / my birthday.
Yeah.
So we won't be able to watch the football as it's happening. So
Are you sure?
Yeah. What do you mean? We're going to be filming.
I just thought that
there'd be a TV set up in the background.
No, I thought by that day it would be the last day. I thought what you told me was that we would be done earlier that day.
We should be done around 6. However,
is that not when it starts?
Well, they don't play football in the dark.
Yeah, there's lights in stadiums. What do you mean?
Oh. But the Super Bowl itself is not at night, right?
No, I think
I can't.
What time
is the Taylor Swift
This is not
concert?
A sports podcast.
No. What time?
Although, I do like sports.
Sure.
I'm multifaceted.
She does have a mitt in the back. Is it in the back of your new car?
I think it is, yeah.
She's got a mitt. She's ready at all times.
You want to play
pickup
catch?
game? What time where is the Super Bowl?
The Super Bowl's in Vegas.
Wow, their colors are identical. That's not confusing in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Okay, San Francisco. Hometown.
Niners.
Okay, what am I looking for here?
Time.
Totally. 3:30 p.m.
Oh, right, because we're on the Pacific time.
But they're playing on the West Coast, so it would be for us.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking...
if it was on East Coast, it would be 3:30, but it would be 12:30 for us.
Yeah.
But it does seem that we could probably catch none of it.
All right, well, fine, whatever.
So sorry.
But
we're going to hear all about it the next day on TikTok for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, by the night.
That's true. Who do you think's going to win? The Kansas City Chiefs? The San Francisco 49ers?
I have no idea. I think that whoever wins deserves it.
So go team.
No, so for the lore of it all, for the
we want
the romantic comedy.
Oh my God. Think of the song she'd write.
Yeah, I am down for, the Chiefs to win, just to see the celebration at the end and the kiss.
It's a win-win. If they win, we get that moment.
Yeah.
But if the San Francisco 49ers win, it's like California pride.
Yeah, and I feel like they've been there recently and they haven't won. I don't know when the last time they won was. I don't have those stats, but I do know from other podcasts that I listen to that it will be a long time coming for them, and it will be very sweet. And I do love a, underdog story.
You do.
The question on everyone's lips was, is Taylor making it back for the game?
She I think so.
I think by consensus now, is yes.
Yeah.
From Tokyo. I actually have here.
I have her flight plan here.
No, literally, I have something that's she's going to be flying on this specific plane because of the other plane she has. I know the plane is controversial. It's not good for the environment.
We know.
But in this scenario, we need her back.
We need her.
All right. So, she's whatever specific plane she's flying on, the Falcon 7X.
Great.
She should be able to get there in 10 to 12 hours, and she will have a full day.
So we're so excited that Taylor's going to make it to the show.
Yeah.
On time.
Do you think that Travis proposes if they win?
No. She would say no.
She wouldn't say no. What do you mean?
I think she'd say no if he proposed to her at the Super Bowl.
Do you think that she's hey, you're going to be amped up if you win? Don't even try it.
Is he much younger than us?
I don't know his age.
Because she is our age. I mean, she was born December of 89.
34. He's our age.
He's our age as well. Oh, he's a couple months older than her.
I think that he's kind of corny's not the word, but I think he's a little bit that he might just be in the heat of the moment and just do it.
Proposes with his Super Bowl ring.
That's a song. It's kind of cute. Do I think that it's the best? No, but
okay. Well, best of luck.
It's exciting to think about.
I'm here for it if it happens, to be honest. But I don't think it's going to.
Performing at the Super Bowl is Usher.
It's the 20-year anniversary of Yeah, which is the first song I ever learned in hip-hop class. I still remember the dance. Yeah.
Was this in the days?
I took this from in the days.
And then you know what days? How old were you?
When did Yeah come out?
20 years ago.
So I was 14, 15.
So this was back home in Indiana.
Oh yeah.
No pun intended.
This was not out here. This was back home in Indiana. I still remember the choreo. And the choreographer, her name was Lisa.
Oh my God, fun. Can you show me?
Later.
Okay.
I have to be naked.
In the shower.
Yeah.
I thought it might be fun to talk about our favorite Super Bowl performances, if you remember any. Or I can tell you, like, I have the last 10 years here if you care.
No, I have a standout for sure that I do watch.
Do you think it's the same?
As you?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, interesting.
It's definitely not the same.
All right.
I don't think you care about this person as much as I do.
I'm sure I don't.
So mine's Lady Gaga. So I have gone back and watched that many times because it's just so impressive and entertaining.
So I was having this conversation the other day. That's actually not when she did Applause, right? Like, it wasn't the art pop era.
No.
Okay. What did she perform?
She performed
what
a medley.
Was the era? Like, what was her most recent release?
Joe, what year is it?
2017.
Oh, so that would have been Joanne.
Okay. Not my favorite era. Sorry.
But she did more of like
Stephanie.
her older stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just like, and then
great.
also her documentary 5'2" or whatever is all about like the rehearsals for that. So you kind of get into it.
Did she sing is that when she jumped?
Yes. That's when she jumped in the drones.
The iconic meme.
Yes.
I will say in 2022, so my favorite is...
I did like Beyonce's too at the 50th.
Of course.
That was so good.
My favorite is 2001, Britney Spears, NSYNC, Nelly, Aerosmith, who else? Mary J. Blige.
Classic.
I'm telling you, I've been chasing the feeling that I get when I watch that in any Super Bowl performance, and I have not gotten it again. It's the most iconic thing.
Do you think you might get it with this upcoming one?
With Usher?
It's like Usher and...
No, the closest I got was 2022. That's Eminem, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Kendrick Lamar, sure. Mary J. Blige. Maybe it's Mary. Maybe she's the common thread here.
Maybe.
But I'm like, I watched that
was
one
really good. That
with
was
like such like nostalgia and just so... I was so...
I feel like we were together.
We were.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, I think I showed you. I think I made you watch.
Then did we watch Rihanna together?
That was last year, so probably.
Yeah, and I was also like, it was very fucking cool, but it wasn't like a spectacle. But she was also pregnant.
She was pregnant, yeah.
But she looked hot as hell.
Yeah, Beyonce was 2013.
Twice. Oh, she did it twice, right? When's Bruno Mars? Because she performed with Bruno Mars at one.
I feel like Bruno Mars is always there for some reason.
2016.
2014.
2016.
Oh, so Bruno, see, I tell you, Bruno Mars is everywhere because he was also 2014.
Yes, but it was the one with
back in 2016.
Coldplay, Beyonce, and Bruno. That was a really good one too. I was at the Super Bowl for that one.
Beyonce's part of it was cool.
No, I was at the Super Bowl with just Beyonce, 2013.
Okay.
I didn't get to attend. I was working for Bud Light at the time, so I was just in the city, which was the San Francisco.
So I need to know where you were in 2004 when Justin Timberlake exposed Janet Jackson.
I mean,
were you watching? Were you loud?
Yeah, well, it was a big deal on my mom's side of the family. There would be game. The whole watching it was a game, and there was prizes for when you would win things during. So it was like a whole big deal. So yes, I definitely would have been watching it.
And you don't remember like where your parents immediately like get out of the room?
No, because also I didn't care about sports. I was a little closeted gay kid, so. I was definitely
not that you can't be gay and like sports.
Yeah, sorry. But I definitely was running in and out of the room, like not paying attention.
Yeah, you didn't care.
No.
I was fully sitting, watching, eyes glued. Because Justin Timberlake at the time, I mean, wow.
Yeah, so you saw her areola. You saw
I for sure did. And I couldn't believe it. And I was like, oh my God, that sucks so bad that
yeah, but like also
wardrobe happened.
What a cool nipple piece.
Yeah. It was a pasty, right?
No, it was it's like a silver thing attached with like her nipple can be seen through the center of it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Then,
I mean, I'll be honest. I haven't looked it up since then.
I certainly have.
I just felt so bad for her.
Yeah.
But then after, like, are we sure, like, it for sure wasn't planned or was it planned?
So that I still am unclear about, and I was about to ask you if you knew.
Well, because recently, like...
They don't talk about it, either of them.
Justin Timberlake has...
Apologized to Britney?
No, I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
We can't get into that.
Yeah. But he didn't get the backlash that she did, but correct. I swear that I read at some point, which is so messed up.
It is, yeah.
Just, I can't. It just should have been like so all on her.
Absolutely not.
I feel like I read somewhere where like, was it planned?
I feel like that's always been the controversy. I don't know what it ended up being true, but I do remember hearing that. I just don't know if it was corroborated.
I mean, regardless, an iconic moment, even
truly
negatively iconic, but I just was curious as to like what your experience was watching that, because I was fully watching it live. Because I didn't care about the game either, but I was like, I want to watch.
Yeah, I was definitely making my cousins dance. That's what was going on. Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that's all the like information I have. Was that too much information, viewers? I don't know. This is our first one, but I got really excited.
Calm down. Stick around, but calm down.
I got really excited because we have two iconic things happening this week.
Correct. 3. We have. All right, if you forget my birthday one more time.
No. Yes, sure. But like, I was just like, these are really cool things to talk about that, like, you know, we've got to get down the pipeline. Exactly. But if viewers, you can let us know if that's too much information.
You know how you can let us know?
Oh yeah.
We're going to use that thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell them what's up.
Okay. So we are going to introduce speak pipes into our episodes where SpeakPipe, there'll be a link below in the description that you can leave us a voicemail and you can ask us questions. You can give us, like if we talked about something you have an interesting tidbit about, or you want to give some input on.
Yeah. Just whatever you want. And you can be anonymous in it.
You can be anonymous. Yeah. You can tell us your name if you want. If you can tell us your name, but then don't say my name, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But I mean, mainly it'll be fun for us to get some other topics. And if you want advice, we're going to give you advice. If you have specific questions about something in Alex's life, if you have fitness marshal questions, you can do it there. So you can see below the speak pipes, and we'll be introducing that in the future. I don't know how many we'll do each time.
Yeah, we're gonna assess once we start getting them.
Yeah, we might do more if there's a day that like we feel like we don't have as much, cool stuff going on.
I think also another thing is we could see how it goes, but we could just dedicate a whole episode to listen to a bunch of them if it becomes a big thing. But yeah, we love conversation, so get involved.
For sure.
See something, say something.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening / watching. If you're watching on YouTube or wherever you're listening, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate it. We really are passionate about this podcast, and we hope to bring you what you want to listen to, and we, check all those boxes for you. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
The A-List.